Hands of Alex Burridge. And he will bounce it on this turf. This wonderful piece of carpet in West London does have some funny bumps in it. Just watch out for a few of the bounces. It might catch a few people out. But we are underway. A good clearance down the line. Quickly off the top. Strong flat pass into the middle. Holgate is taking no prisoners. Strong again round the corner. Hatherall didn't even think about the pass on that occasion. They go the same way. Warboys again, left-hand side. Good work from Wilson. Down that short side, they're in. As simple as that. They scamper around the outside. They bided their time. And Ealing are good for their opening score.
It's really tidy. It's really, really tidy. It's a big carry there off, I think, the second or third phase from Carl
Montgomery, oh, lovely tip on. Hatherall, man inside. Toby Wilson. That is a very, very good score.
Really nice. Comes from the initial line-out move, and I'm going to shout out Connor Oliver here. He was the man coming away from the initial sort of dummy maul, and then he got his hands on the ball again to get a tip. Those sort of plays from forwards are what tie together moves like that, and it's a really neat finish.
And it doesn't matter whether you're forward or back here at Ealing, you are asked to play your part. And Oliver crucially knew exactly who was outside him and how fast he needed to get the ball.
That's Warboys again, who gets the tip onto. But there, he's looked up and he's seen Toby Wilson running a classic tracking line.
George Warboys does oblige with the extra couple of points. And lovely take. Down Ealing comes, some strong work again at set piece. Thompson, there he goes, going to take them all on towards the corner. Just short, no. Yes, says the referee.
It's a really good finish.
Oh. Well, I gave him the big build-up, and there is Harry Thompson, taking no prisoners as he heads towards the try line. He thought he'd come up a little short, and now look at the smile on his face. That's what dreams are made of, Charlie Morgan.
Absolutely. The decision making at the tail of the maul is really, really important, obviously. But it's really interesting because
sharp ball for Holgate to
number 12.
Try and deal with. The incident is happening, and Wilson has cut an absolutely perfect line. Wilson has Strong inside him, and Strong will scamper home. And Ealing are starting to apply some wonderful touches around the pitch. Wilson the latest to find a perfect line, and Ealing are cooking.
Ready for a brutal cliche here. Toby Wilson just looks like he has so much time on the ball. There was from the initial turnover that led to Warboy's kick. He actually went to dart at the defence and then was able to bounce out and play to space. He was able to sort of just weigh things up so quickly and make decisions with real conviction, back in his athleticism. And as soon as he broke that tackle, it's a classic kind of trail line there from Michael Strong.
Montgomery again looks to the outside but doesn't hold it. Strong sweeps in, gets hold of the ball. Holgate taking names. Jordan Holgate busting through again, but really, Charlie Morgan, look at the speed with which Strong can operate.
That looks too easy. They've gone from a slow ruck there. The interesting thing there is that Richmond did really well initially, and there's a slow ruck there in just about in the middle of the field. Will Montgomery makes the next ruck rapid with how he takes contact, how he twists himself on the floor, and how he allows Strong to just fizz it away. And then Holgate's got a little bit more space and can cause absolute havoc. It is a little bit too easy though. There's a pass from it. It's the
Bills the ball. Wilson. Oh, he's going to make them pay. Toby Wilson back inside. Grieve does well. Warboys needs people with him. Finds it. Montgomery. Oh, this is going to break hearts. Strong with the kick pass. Cousins in acres of space.
Can Luke Spring get there? He was on Richmond's last hope, sadly.
And unfortunately, what looked like a possible moment for Richmond.
It takes a lot of maturity, I think, especially with the unique situation that Craig Hampson coaching as George Warboys nails it from the team winning game streak. But they're doing it in games as well.
Holgate again. Holgate untouched. Lovely bit of play. Bounces off the post and in. Will Parry adds to the Ealing collection.
So we've had the flat tip from Holgate, we've had the pullback from Holgate, and now Holgate holds the ball, comes off his right foot, finds space, and it's through its after contact that he links up with Will Parry. It's just a full repertoire of that, and if your 12 can offer that, you have such variety from first phase.
I'm really struck at the moment by the way that these players, all these changes have been made by Ealing Trailfinders, and yet you would not be able to tell. Everyone seems to be knowing exactly where each other is.
Yeah, I think that'll be maybe needing 6 months to just get up to speed and just get that level of cohesion, and they certainly seem to have found it now.
We're going to head in for some oranges, the half-time.
22, but they haven't been able to capitalise, and when Ealing have had those sort of platforms themselves, they have been really,
I think, who I'm just looking at because I can see Bezuidenhout.
Sorry, yeah,
that's I think what experienced man. War Boys again, Oliver again. There's that Wilson at first receiver. Holgate strong on the inside again. It's a carbon copy of the first half. Michael Strong is going to gobble those up all day long. But once again, Jordan Holgate just taking names.
He just has, he like...
Bursty lad is going to take the field. War Boys has got his eye in. Look at that.
Richmond captain is now number 4. Play on!
Referee says play on. I think Ealing have still got it. Oh, Holgate's going to get a chance here, and he's going to stomp his way through. Referee explains his position because Thompson thought he was all but there. Ball comes back. Holgate helps himself to another score.
I think is that Thompson Downs hurt himself in the process. Hopefully, just cramped.
Well, I thought that was going to be another score for an Ealing hooker. Scott Buckley on the bench has 10. Matt Cornish, who we've lost to injury this season, hopefully see him back by the end of the season. He has 10 tries. That's a lot of tries for hookers.
Good for fantasy points. He'd actually done really well until that last movement, because whereas he broke off the maul in the first half early and scored, he took his time here and waited for the space to open up. Is it Abona there?
Yeah, I think
so he does brilliantly, but bats the ball backwards, and that
means even more big units round the side. One of them's Montgomery towards the line. He does. He gets there. The referee has a good look. The lights flicker, and Ealing adds to their cause. Montgomery, I thought, had spoilt the chance by not throwing the pass, but it's all smiles now for the big number 8.
He's a sole back rower that's lasted the course, and he has been effervescent, really. Put in a hell of a lot of miles, unselfish miles as well.
I was managed to catch a word with Gabriel Mann a couple of weeks ago, who lives with Will Montgomery. And lovely to hear a young player like Gabriel Mann talking about just how much. Case ball over the top. Abona again. Step. Abona through. Yes!
Great finish.
More than deserved, not just to the player who has worked tirelessly, but also to Richmond to keep on going. A lovely score from Chidera Obona. And there isn't any donut to eat as far as Richmond are concerned.
No, and at the risk of saying we've been the risk of hinting we've been tracking him, I would say that's probably his 4th touch of the game. So he's come off his wing, wants to look for work, but it's a little bit forward probably from Case, but the finish is excellent.
Pass, Cousins, can he work with Wilson? He can. Offload, Montgomery towards that line, he's there. Will Montgomery twists and turns once again towards the line, and a final flourish from the Ealing back row does mean that it is more points and a consummate result.
Yeah, absolutely deserve it that one of the forwards gets the final say in the back row that's gone 80 minutes, as we said before. Wasn't the slickest first phase move that they put together all day, but as we've said all along, they problem solved their way out of it, kept the ball alive, showed power through contact to finish. There he goes, Michael Strong on the deck. That's really, really neat work. And Wilson
keeps himself
offload.
alive, does he? Gloucester,
Absolutely.
Newcastle.
It's, I think more so when they're on a roll like this, and when they're buoyant like this, and what that would be like as a dynamic. I know we doesn't sound like we're going to get it, but the relegation promotion playoff is just a game that fills me with excitement. And I know that there are various agendas at play.